So tonight we want to look into the value that we can get from the Google AI Pro subscription for students. So recently I shared this link with us, this particular page that I'm displaying on the screen now. I shared it on the community group. It allows us as students, university students, or not necessarily university students, higher institution students, to be able to get a 1-year free Gemini Google AI Pro. And today we'll be seeing the values of these things. What do you have to gain from getting it? Because it's not enough for you to just get something. It's also important that you know how to use what you have. If you have a particular tool and you can't use it well, then it's of no essence. Okay, so let's get started. Now this page. Okay, yeah, this page I'm showing is the landing page for Google AI subscription, and that's what I'll be using to show us some things today. So basically, I will just be giving us demo. That is a demonstration of how you can use the Google AI Pro. Okay. Now, if you look at their landing page, the Google AI subscription is in different plans, but the one that was given to the students for free is this Google AI Pro, and it comes with 2 terabytes of storage. So if you click on view plan fixtures, you will see a lot of things that you have access to, and we'll be looking at each of them one after the other. So we have the Gemini app, we have the Flow, the Whisk, then AI credits, Notebook LM, Google search. Then we talk about the AI agent called Juice, then the Gemini Code Assist, then Google Photos. You'll be able to carry out some things on Google Photos, but basically some of it is available only for people in US, but it grants you the opportunity to be able to carry out some editings on Google Photos. So we'll be looking at how all these things are valuable to us as students. So my focus for tonight's teaching is how the Google AI Pro can be of great value to you as students. Okay, so I will start from the simplest usage, and from there I will pick it up and advance to the complex ones. So are we ready for the class? If you are ready, can you say I in the chat section, or just say I to me? Let's get started. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So we start with Gemini. Gemini is Google's version of chatbot or conversational AI tool. So the closest equivalent of that is the OpenAI ChatGPT. So basically, Gemini is Google's own version of ChatGPT. Okay. And to access Gemini, you are expected to go to gemini.google.com. That's how to access Gemini. Just go to gemini.google.com and you will find yourself in a space like this. So if you have not signed in, you will see the option to sign in so that you can get to this interface that I'm showing to you on the screen. By the top right-hand corner, you will notice that for some of us, okay, I'm coming. It's like somebody dropped a message for me. Let me check that. Okay. Chidubem, you want to say something? Okay, all right, let me continue. Probably it was a mistake. So I received the notification that someone is raising his hand. That's why I have to stop. Okay, let's proceed. Now, the Gemini interface is just what you are seeing here. And I said at the top right-hand corner, you will see your subscription level. So you will see something like Pro, obviously for student accounts that you have been able to gain access to. You will see the Pro option. For me, I'm on their Plus subscription because I am not a university student at the moment. So I don't have the subscription you have. I'm paying for the one I'm using. So, but you don't have to pay because you have a free option to use the Pro version for 1 year. But obviously, the one I'm using will be able to do all the demonstration I want to show to you. Okay, for those, in case anybody is here that have not subscribed to the 1 year plan, this particular plan, let me just quickly share the link now on the chat section. Then after the class, you can go ahead and subscribe to that if you have not done that. So, but you must be a current student of an higher institution for you to be able to get this particular plan. All right. So now let's go back to Gemini. So this is Google Gemini, and Gemini allows you to be able to chat with AI. Like you can ask AI anything. So as a student, you can say something like, maybe explain the concept of gravitational force and give some illustrations. Sorry, I'm just brainstorming a question in my head, and give some illustrations to better explain it. Okay, so as a student, you can ask a very simple question like this, and Gemini will go ahead and give you some wonderful answers. Okay, you can see the gravitational force, all these things. Oh, thank you. You can see my Gemini interface. Sorry. I forgot to share the screen. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is the Gemini interface. Thank you. Thank you for that notification. So you can, I just entered into the chat section, explain the concept of gravitational force and give some illustrations to better explain it. So this is the gravitational force, the explanation. The gravitational force, often simply called gravity, is the fundamental force of attraction that exists between any two objects that have mass or energy, and so on. All those things we learned in physics. Then it begins to break it down for you as it was described by Sir Isaac Newton, and you have all these things there. Now, there are some I asked it to give me illustrations, so I want to understand it. Physics can be a little bit abstract, and you might be looking for, okay, let's put it in something illustrative that I can easily relate with. So that's where you have illustration of gravitational force, daily life on Earth, falling objects, weights. So you can see this, when you drop a pen or throw a ball in the air, it always falls down towards the ground. This is because the massive Earth exerts a strong gravitational pull on the smaller object. So that's why when you throw something up, it comes down. That's a very good illustration for gravitation. So these are the things AI can help you with, and you can see a lot of illustrations that you get here. And even if this is still not okay for you, maybe you want to break it down more, you can say something like, okay, explain it to me like maybe like a grade 5 student. So that's primary 5. No, not necessarily primary 5. Okay, we don't use grade in Nigeria, so let's use our own academic way of our own academic levels. So explain it to me like a primary 5 pupil. Okay. So Gemini, we try to make it more simple so that you can get a better understanding of it. So that's one way of using. Okay. All right. I just admitted someone to join. So that's one way of using Gemini that you have access to. So now you can see on its own, it gives you illustration and image. And why do you have this image? I asked Gemini to explain it to me like a primary school student. And you know, primary school students, they like illustration, they like images. So you can see the falling apple. So if you drop an apple, it falls to the ground. Why? Because the gigantic earth is giving it a huge gravitational hug, pulling it straight to its center. Something like that. So you can see the image. Very nice image coming down, showing you how gravity works, how the gravitational force works. So that's one way to use Gemini as a student. And it continues to give different illustrations just to help you to understand graffiti. Do we understand this first? Let me firstly confirm. Do we understand what I just showed to us? That's the first demonstration tonight. Do you understand? I need feedback. Okay, someone say, yes, sir. All right. Another person? Let me be sure we. Okay, all right.
Not
so
really.
At least I've gotten feedbacks from people. So that's the first demonstration using Gemini. Another is that you have access to image generation. And now people that are on free Gemini can also do image. They can also create images, okay? But the difference is that these people, they don't have the level of quality of images you can create, okay? So for people who are subscribed, the images they can create, you can't compare it with the quality of images they can create is far more than the people who don't subscribe, who don't have the AI. That's just the differences, okay? So with subscription, you have better images, better results with images, okay? Now, let me show us how to generate images. So to generate images on Gemini, and especially the kind of images you might need as a student, okay? Let's create a new chart. So to create a new chart, just come to the top left-hand corner and click New Charts. So click on New Charts. So you will be back on the interface, that new in the starting interface. Then you can see Create Image. That's one way. Another way is click on Tools and then click on Create Images. So it's still the same way. So when you are on this aspect of Gemini, you can now click Describe. You can start describing your image. So as a student, you might have a very complex topic that you are trying to understand, and you can't just get it. You can't wrap your brain around it. So you can use Gemini to create an illustration for that thing so that you can get a better understanding of it. So I want someone to give me an idea. Can someone suggest maybe something you have been taught in school that is a little bit abstract that you need visualization for so that you can get a better understanding of it? Can someone suggest something like that? Please, let's talk. We need this to be interactive. You are the student. I'm only trying to help you to get better as a student. So what are some of the things you learn in school that you need? You can learn it better if you have a visual illustration of that thing. Can someone suggest? I need a suggestion. Just unmute yourself and talk. No, nothing is wrong. Oh. No question, no response is wrong. Let's do this very fast. Oh yeah, I'm waiting. Who wants to talk? Do we get my question? Okay, plant cell. Thank you. So Blessing Okolo says plant cell. So let's do plant cell. So let's assume we just learned about plant cell in biology. So I want to know the real thing called plant cell. So I can come to Gemini and say, give me a detailed illustration of a plant cell. Okay, give me a detailed illustration of a plant cell. Don't forget, we have clicked on create image before we enter the prompt. So then you send. Then let's wait. So it's currently generating the image. And here you go. So you have your image, the nucleus, the cell wall, the cell membrane. Now, one thing is that one thing you should pay attention to is that sometimes AI can be wrong, okay? AI might not necessarily be right every time. So you have to confirm anything you are seeing. So this we have here does not necessarily mean it is right until you confirm it. So you can go ahead and confirm this maybe with a textbook or something like that to see if what you have here is correct, okay? That is one way to use AI. Another thing is you can use it to visualize other things apart from this plant cell. Maybe you want to learn more about plant cell. Probably you want to get, okay, give me an illustration of the nucleus. So you just want to get illustration for nucleus alone. So you wait for it and it will generate something for you based on that. Okay, so this is the nucleus and the things that are inside the nucleus. And as I have said, always try to confirm everything you get from AI so that you'll be sure you are getting the correct thing. Okay, any question again? You are not seeing the pictures. Wow. Can another person confirm for me? Can you see the images I'm sharing?
Yes, sir, I can see it, sir.
Okay, maybe you should
Okay,
just what do you say?
I can see it now. I can see it now.
Okay, you can see. All right. That's good. It's okay. Okay, thank you. So that's about generating visuals or illustrations or images with your Gemini just to help you with your reading. Okay, let's assume I'm reading something about photosynthesis in biology, and I want to help my ability to recall what I have read. Okay, I want to be able to recall what I have read easily. And one way you can do that is to generate an illustration around what you have read. So let's say I have my, let me do something. Let me just show you something now. Share this tab. I will just get a note on photosynthesis. Let's assume I don't know anything. I want to generate a note on photosynthesis now. Let me use Google Docs. Or, okay, to make it easier, let's go back to Gemini and let's create a new chat. Just follow me. See what I want to do here. I'm assuming this is my class notes, okay? I don't have the class notes, so I just want to. So write, create. Let me quickly develop a simple class note. Create a short class note on photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Okay. So this is a short class note on photosynthesis. Okay. Now, this is the note. It's not too long, okay? So I'm assuming this is just my class note. So if you have your own class notes, you can use it for what I want to demonstrate. But because I don't have my class notes here, I will just use this as my class notes. Okay. So let me copy the notes by clicking copy response. All right. Then I'm going to create a new, just wait. It's like my system is dragging a little now. Just give it some seconds. Let it respond again. Sorry, please. I don't know why it's doing that for me. The Gemini, let me reload the page. Okay, so before this class, I also asked that if you have your lesson notes, the soft copy of your lesson notes, you should make it available. So do we have anybody that has maybe 2, 3, or 4 copies of a soft copy of your lesson notes? Do we have anybody like that here that can easily share that with us? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so all right. Can you quickly share it with me on WhatsApp? Just share it with me privately on WhatsApp. So I will be using it for a demonstration now. Thank you. Okay, so my Gemini is loading again. Sorry about the delay. Sometimes you can't do anything about things like this. You just have to wait. Okay, so we are back on that page. So I'm saying I will just copy, let me just copy this note. Let me use the normal copy now. I will just copy a part of the notes that I need. Then I'm going to put it on a document page. So obviously everybody here should be able to create a document. So if you don't know how to create a document, then we might need to join another of our class later. But it's not something difficult. Just go to docs.google.com to create a document. Chidubem, you want to say something?
Sir, it's because I'm on the road, so my hand is clicking on the.
Oh, okay. It's all right. It's okay. So this is the photosynthesis class notes. I just create a document around it and I paste it into the Google Docs. So I will download this particular document now so that it can be something I can upload back. So I will assume that is my short class notes. Okay. So I'm downloading that now. All right, I've done that. So let me return back to Gemini. So I have my photosynthesis note now. So I can go back to Gemini and create a new chart. So now let's do the demonstration. So I'm assuming I have my class notes and I've jotted down some things about photosynthesis that I read. So for me to be able to recall what I have read, to make it easier for me to remember what I have read, I can do something like this. I can actually click on the plus sign on Gemini. Just watch what I'm doing. Then click on the upload files. So then I will enter into my laptop, into my system, and select the class notes. That's photosynthesis, obviously. It can be your class notes, it can be your jotting notes, anything that any reading material that you are using. So you upload it to Gemini. For us that are on Student AI Pro, you can upload a whole lot of files. That's one of the benefits you have. For people that are on free plan, they can't upload too many files, okay? But for us on Pro plan, we can upload many files. So now I can click on create images and say generate or create an infographic illustration with the information in the attached documents. Okay, so I'm asking Gemini to create an infographic illustration that is basically a pictorial illustration, okay, with the information or with the lessons or any way you want to put it in the attached document. That's what I'm saying. So then I'm going to send it. So what I'm expecting Gemini to do now is that it will pick that. Okay. Now, you see the response I'm getting here. I'm sorry, I cannot access external documents or attachments. If you can provide the information directly in our chat, I will be happy to create an infographic illustration to you. Now, sometimes you get this kind of response. It is not true. It can be due to network and all those things. Because normally, Gemini has ability to access external documents. So sometimes you get all these kind of bugs. We call it bugs in programming. So it's just a normal bug that can happen. Okay, so you can say something like this. If you get responses like that, you can say, okay, you can say, give me a 300-word, okay, a short summary of the attached documents. So now you will see what will happen. Okay, let me leave this. Don't mind this thing. We go again. So maybe it's because we have it in image format first. Let's go again. Can you see now? So based on the document provided, here is a short summary of photosynthesis. So that means he's actually accessing the document. I don't know why he's giving me that funny responses he's giving me before. So it's accessing the document. That's why it can give me this. These are the things I have in the document. So now you can now describe your image. So you can go back to the previous prompt, create an illustrative. So I can copy this now and come back here, create an infographic illustration with the information above, okay, since we already have it here. So we still be able to achieve what we want to achieve. So sometimes when you do it just with the first way I did it, it will just go through straight. But if it's giving you responses like you have it here, just allow it to firstly give you the detail, a summary of what is in the document, and then let it give you the infographics. So now this is an illustration of the document, and this is what I'm looking for. So you can see the leaves, the solar energy, and when the light energy is being extracted by the leaf, and this is what happened. It takes in the carbon dioxide and the convection, the dependency on light and all those things, all the reactions that happens to it, how it affects how it releases oxygen for human, how it produces glucose. You can see everything is being illustrated, and with this, You are taking what is ordinarily abstract, you are taking it to something visual. You are taking it to something visual. So this makes you to be able to recall what you have read easily. When you can easily convert that thing you are reading from being an abstract text in your head, you can convert it to something imagery that you can easily record, because it's easier to remember images than to remember text. That's just the truth. Okay, any question about that? Any question about what I just did? Turning your text to images. Any question about that? No question. All right, thank you. So now let's go to another demonstration. Let me check if our brother has sent me his class notes. Okay, yes, I have them now. So he has sent me 3 class notes. I'm going to download them to my system, and we are going to use them now. So let me quickly do that. I'm downloading them currently. Just give me some seconds and I'll be done. So I have business model notes, BPR March 2025. And my brother, Elisha, all these things you sent to me, they are notes for a particular subject or a particular course, right?
Yes,
or are
sir.
they different courses? Just one course, right?
Yes, sir.
It's for different courses.
Okay, it's for different courses. Okay, all right. So now, since they are for different courses, I will just use. I might not necessarily be able to use it for. Do you have one that has one course, but you have different notes? Do you have something like that?
No, sir.
No, for now. Okay. Yes, let me still work with what you sent to me. Okay. So this is still Gemini. You can come back to Gemini, create a new chat, then upload one of the notes. So I'm going to upload 510 business model notes. That's one of the things he sent to me. Then I can now come to Gemini. I can start by saying, I am preparing. So you can use Gemini for exam preparation, okay? I am preparing for, what's the name of the course?
The business model
It's business model, sir.
Business model, okay? I am preparing for business model, model 510 exam. Attached is my class notes for the course. Okay? Attached is my class notes for the course. Now, use the class notes to ask me to ask me questions to better prepare for the exam. So ask the questions one after the other and wait for my response. Okay, so we want to do a simulation of exam now. So it will read through the book and it will start. So this is a great strategy for exam preparation. I'm happy to help you review your business model 510 class notes. So here is your first question, focusing on the fundamental concept. What is the definition of a business model? And what are the 3 key areas that a sustainable business model aims to create, deliver, and capture value in? So I don't know anything about a business model definition now. How will I answer that? So let me go and take a look into the textbook. So I'm assuming that you have read and you just want to do some practice question, okay? So I will I will look into the textbook to answer a little. But obviously, you don't want to do that as the student. You must have read and you are trying to answer, okay? So I will copy. I've opened the textbook now and I'm copying from the textbook, obviously. But don't do that when you are doing your own. Make sure you are writing it from your head. So business refers to the organizer, but no, the question is, what is business model? Okay, a business model is something. I think I've seen the answer. Okay, so I've put in the answers that I copied, and just wait. Then, and what are the key areas, 3 key areas where sustainable business model aims to create, deliver, and capture value in? Okay, we have profitability. It's not even easy to copy something. We have profitability. We have what again? We have sustainable resources and we have circular approach. Sustainable. Sorry, just follow what I'm doing. Sustainable resources. Then we have circular approach or something like that. I don't really know what all this is all about, but at least. Okay, so let me put the title of these 3 key areas, right? 3 key areas. So now let me send and let's get our feedback. Okay, so now you can see the feedback. However, that's an excellent start. You have provided the definition of a business model. So that means I'm correct in that. However, the third part of your answer, the 3 key areas, is partially correct, but slightly misaligned with the test categorization. So the test defines the 3 key areas of value creation, delivery, and capture in a sustainable way as economically, socially, and environmentally. So even when I copied, I did copy the wrong thing. That's very funny. So your point, profitability, sustainable resources are actually listed as elements of the sustainable business model. So not necessarily the 3 key areas of value creation. Can you see that? So that's one way AI can help you to learn and to prepare you for exams. So you can continue like that. So here is your next question, focusing on the types of business model. Your note lists several types of business models. So please list and briefly describe 4 different types, focusing on what each type sells or provides access to and what unique advantage it offers the company. So I have to answer that and we continue. So when you do that, it makes it easier for you to learn. Okay? Do we get this exam preparation demonstration? Do we get it? If you get it, say yes. Okay. So that is us
Yes.
trying to prepare ourselves towards our exams. Okay. And if you want to now, let's assume you finished all the questions and you want to get some more, you want to go deeper or you want to get multiple choice question, you can say, okay, let's stop these aspects of the question for now. So I want to stop because I need to respond to a question. So I don't want to respond. So let's stop these aspects of the question for now. Can you come up with a multiple choice question? So can you come up with, maybe let's just do 5 for now. So I want you to come up with 5 multiple choice questions. So you can see, so now you have your multiple choice questions. So these are OBJ questions. So you can pick A, B, C, or D based on the questions. So those are some of the things you can, the more you can think, the more you can explore it. So that's about exam prep. So now let's go to another AI tool that you have access to from your subscription. And that is what we call the Notebook LM. Notebook LM. So I'm going to share the link to Notebook LM now. Let me drop the. So this is Notebook LM. This is how it looks like. To access Notebook LM, I'm going to drop the link for you now. It's another powerful tool for us as students, and your Google AI subscription gives you access to Notebook LM, to more advanced usage of Notebook LM. So I've dropped the link in the chat section in case you don't know how to access Notebook LM. So I just dropped the link now. So let's do some demonstration on Notebook LM also. Yes. Notebook LM is basically is created primarily for research and to thank you, Mr. Who is that now? Mr. Emmanuel, thank you. So Notebook LM is basically for research works, and you can also use it to analyze different amounts of text. So if you are using the Pro version, you can analyze up to 1,500 tests. So that gives you like 1 million tokens. People on free version cannot do that. So, but you on Pro version now, you have access to about 1,500 entry, 1,500 tests that can be analyzed. That is so huge. That is almost like your textbook. So you can analyze a whole textbook. You can, that's serious. So you can bring in your own new physics textbook and get some insights from it. Okay, let's go into Notebook LM. So when you land here, you can easily click on create new notebook. So from the word notebook, so it's just like your reading assistant. It's like your assistant in helping you carry out some notebooks or some research works. So just click on create new notebook. So when you do that, you will have to add your sources. So the way Notebook LM works, what makes it different from Gemini is that Notebook LM is primarily for you to get response from resources, from sources, okay? So you can gather different sources like textbooks, like links, like videos, like copied text, and bring all of them together into Notebook LM and begin to get insights from those resources, okay? And you have up to 300 source limits if you are on the, I don't know what the free people have access to, but at least for people for my own subscription, I have up to 300 limits. For people on student plan, you might even have more than that. For people on free plan, I don't know how much they have. But from my own subscription to Google AI, I think I have up to 300 source limits. So I can add up to 300 sources. That's what it means. So what we call sources are your textbooks, your notebooks, your jotters, your transcripts, your videos, all those things you are bringing together. Okay? So let's add some sources to our Notebook LM based on what we want to do. Okay, let's use one of the sources that we have here first. See the business model. So I've brought in the business model textbook, sorry, the notebook. So let's go online. Let's search for sources on business model if we can get more, so that we can have more things that we can analyze. You said it's breaking, and that might be due to network. We will still work on it. It will soon get better. That's what I want to say. Okay. So I've brought in the business model notes. Let's get more resources. Let's get more resources. Because the better the better the number of resources are, the more the number of sources you have, the better the result you get. Then you can also use AI to discover more sources. So you can just click on discover and you can type what you want. So business, so I want to get more sources on business model. Okay, so find sources from the web. So let's get some sources about business model from the internet that we can add to our research or to what we are doing. So we have business model canvas, the business model canvas explain, quick guide to business model, value proposition design, and a lot of it like this. So let's import these 10 sources into our notebook LM. So by the left-hand side, you can see where you have all your sources, okay? Let's see if we can get some video resources also. So to get video resources, just click on add again by your left-hand side at the top. Click on add, and then let's see YouTube. So I'm going to click on YouTube, and then you can now paste your YouTube URL here. So I'm going to go to YouTube now. Let me open YouTube and search for videos on business model, okay? So I will just copy the links of those YouTube videos and bring it to my notebook LM. Okay, so let me do that. So I'm currently opening YouTube now. So YouTube is currently opening. Okay, that might take some time. So don't let me delay myself with that. But if it opens before we are done, we can come back to it. But I think that is taking a while. Okay. All right, my YouTube is almost loading. Just give it some seconds. So we want to search for business model. So let me make a search for business model videos or something like that. Or business model. Let's just search for business model. And let's see what we have. Okay, so we have business model canvas, business something. So what I just need is to copy the link. Okay, right click on it and click copy link address. I believe we should be able to do that easily. Then you return back to your notebook LM and paste the YouTube link that you copied and click on insert. So I've done that and it's currently, where is it? Okay, here you have it at the top. So you can see the YouTube sign. So here you have it at the top. Let's get another video. This is another video, Introduction to Business Model Canvas. Let's right click, copy link address. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing you that. So I just copy this video now, copy link address, and then I will return back to my notebook LM, and then add, click on YouTube, and paste the URL, and then insert again. And that will be inserted into your, you can see it here, Introduction to Business Canvas and something like that. Okay, now let's come down here. You can see we have some red information here. So when you see something like this, it means that the URL cannot be fetched. So you might want to remove things like this from your, so just remove the source. Anytime you have red, things like that. So it means the URL is not available. So you remove it. So we have currently, we have good number of sources that we can work with. So we have 11 sources, okay? And you can change the name to business model study. That's what we are doing. Now, let's start analyzing what we have. So on its own, it gives you this overview of what the old sources are talking about. But you can just click on start typing and start getting insights from your sources. So you can start by saying something like, what is business model canvas. And you send. So it will analyze your sources, and from your sources, it will respond to what you are saying or the question you are trying to ask. So this is a good way for you to read, like for you to prepare for anything, for you to understand what you have been taught in school and all those things, because it's using your own sources. So you can trust the answers. All the answers you have here are based on your own sources. So you can see the business model canvas is a strategic management template and visual to use for developing new business model and documenting existing ones. Then you have the reference to where that answer was coming from. So you can see the references here. Then you can see another reference that is given you based on, and if you look at the lower part, you will see the real the source now, where the information is coming from. The information is coming from Introduction to the Business Model Canvas, this particular video. And it continues like that. If you check this number 3 sources, it's coming from Business Model Canvas explained with examples. So that's where this statement, it condenses a company strategic into a single sheet of paper in an easy to understand format. That statement is coming from this particular source, Business Model Canvas explained with example. Do we get that? So Notebook LM actually works with your own sources, unlike the Gemini and the other AI tool that is working based on the generic data that they have been trained on. You cannot see the Notebook LM. Just wait, you will see it. It can be due to network, okay? So you are going to see it. All right. Now, if you look at the right hand side, this is where the magic is, the studio part. I love this part very well. So the studio part is where you can generate something like audio overview, video overview, mind map, reports, flashcards, and quiz. Quiz like multiple choice questions based on the sources you have, okay? So if you do audio overview, you can listen to your class notes, to all your class notes that you have brought together. You can listen to it like an audio. That's what it means. So if you are someone that you learn better by hearing, so AI now has made it available, make it easy for you to just hear your notes. So you can be walking on the street and be actually consuming the content of your class notes. So what you just need to do is generate an audio-based sources. Just click on that edit button. Then when you click on the edit button, you can do your settings, okay? So you can actually do deep dive, you can do brief, you can do critique, you can do debate. So these are different kind of formats of audio overview you can generate. You can make it shorter, leave it as default, or longer. You can choose the language you want. Obviously, you want to choose English because that's what we understand. Then what should the AI host focus on this episode? So what do you want the AI to focus on? So I want the AI to focus on business canvas. Business canvas. Okay, so that's what I want. And I want it to be deep dive, a lively conversation between two hosts. Okay, and I will just click on generate. So the AI will do the wonders and we start generating your audio overview for you. I really love that personally. Like it's a personal, I love it so much because with that, you can condense many things and you can be hearing it. You can be hearing your notes even when you are doing some other things. Maybe you are washing plates, you are washing clothes. As students, students, we can get busy. So instead of listening to other things that are not edifying, you just be listening to your class notes. That's another way. So that is currently generating. Let's move on to other things while that is doing its own job in the background. So that's Notebook LM. There are many other things you can do with it, as you can see on the right side. You just need to follow the same process I have showed you. You'll be able to achieve other ones. Okay. So we've looked at Gemini, we've looked at Notebook LM. Let's look at another use case of the Google AI Pro. So the other use case we want to look at now is your your productivity software. Okay, so Google has what we call the productivity tools. Google has what we call productivity tools. Productivity tools or productivity apps are your Gmail, your Google Docs, your Google Drive, your Google Slides for PowerPoint, then your Google Vids for video generation, and so on like that. So we'll be saying, how can you use your AI tools inside your productivity tools? So as students, one of the tools you will use a lot is Google Docs. Google Docs is just like your Microsoft Word. So you are going to use Google Docs a lot as students. You will use it to create your school reports, to write your school notes and all those things. Then you are using Gmail. You will use email a lot as students also. Then your Google Drive is your online cloud storage. You are going to use that a lot also. So now that you have the Google AI Pro subscription, you can actually use AI tools inside each of these productivity tools. So let's quickly look at that now. Let's see how that works. Okay. I'm going to open, let me start from Google Docs. Okay. So to access Google Docs, you just need to go to docs.google.com. So I'm going to put the link, docs.google.com/documents, something like that. So let me drop the link. I'm coming. Okay, good. So now let me drop the link for us. We are almost through with the class, don't worry. We will release us in a few minutes. So I've sent the link how to access Google Docs. I've sent the link to you, docs.google.com/documents. Almost everybody should be able to do that. So that's one way to access it. Another way to access Google Docs is if you are using Chrome browser, just open a new Chrome browser, a new Chrome tab, sorry. So you will have something similar to this. Then by your right-hand side, you will see Google Apps. Those six dots that you have there, just click on it. Then you can scroll down and click on Docs. So that's another way to access Google Docs from your, I believe we get that. Okay. So now that we are in Google Docs, what can we do with AI tools in Google Docs? So I will just open a document. Then I will try to use AI tool inside that document. Okay. So let me open, let me just open something, maybe a document from my system or from my own AI tool. Sorry, from my own document. So let me open that photosynthesis. What am I saying? So let me open that photosynthesis notes in Google Docs. So here we have it. And then let's see how we can use AI tools inside Google Docs. So to use the AI tools that are available for you in Google Docs, just look at your top right-hand corner, and then you will see this pencil and that Gemini symbol. So that's one way to access it. So when you click on it, it will bring out this option, help me to write, or help me write. So you have it there. That's one way to access the AI tool. Another way to access the AI tool is to look at the top side here, just beside, before you get to the icon, to your profile icon, by the top right-hand side, just look at where you have the Ask Gemini, then click on it. And then it will give you, let me take this away. So it will give you some things you can easily do with the AI tool. Okay, so let's start. So at the top, let's leave all this, see what Gemini can do. I don't need that. So you can see it's trying to give you an AI summary of your document. We don't need that for now. Let me just, so it's asking me to add some sources. I don't need that also. So let's expand this a little so that we can see what we want to do. Sorry. Let me close that. Okay. So let's start. The first thing is trying to show me here is the AI summary. And I can see the summary of my book, right? And if you want the AI to refine the document, you can just click on refine this document and it will rewrite the old document for you. But that's not what we want to do for now. If you want to insert anything, you can click on insert. And if you want to use the available gems, what we call gems is just a narrowed Gemini tool that is focused on doing a particular thing. So if you want to use their writing editor, so it will help you to edit your writing and make it better. If you want to use it for copywriting, you can use the copy creator. If you want to use it for brainstorming, you can just click on brainstormer. So let's see the writing editor. So if I click on writing editor, then you can click here and start typing. So just come here and you start typing something. So you can say, using the writing editor now, you can say something like, check the document for grammatical errors. I'm having a feeling that people are not following me again. Are we still together? Let me get that feedback before I continue. Let me even be sure that we are seeing what I'm doing. Okay, so are we still together or I'm talking to myself? Okay, we are still together. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let me continue. So I'm using the writing editor option now. Okay, and you know how I get to the writing editor option. Do we know how I get to that, or I should start all over again? No response. You get it? Okay, beautiful. So I can continue. So I'm saying check the documents for grammatical errors, and I will press enter. So it's currently trying to analyze my document to see if there is any grammatical error. So you can see here is a review of your photosynthesis, a short class note document focusing on grammar, spelling, and structural suggestions to enhance clarity and readability. Then you can see your class note is well structured and covers the essential aspect of photosynthesis comprehensively, the use of both tests, all those things. Now, no spelling errors were found in the documents, but there is a need for some grammar edits. So original, this is what I have. Photosynthesis is the crucial something, something, something. Then this is the suggestion. Photosynthesis is the crucial process by which autotrophs convert light. This process is essential for something, something. So reasoning, the superscript numbers 1 and 2 appear to be citation markers. While important for academic writing, they are typically less common in a short class note. So the reason why it changes all those things, it removes those two, those ones, it removes them in the suggestion because they are not really necessary. Then you can see the suggestion here also, carbon dioxide, something, something here. Then it changes it to carbon dioxide, this from the, then similar to the above, the superscript number 5 and 6 are likely citation markers. Don't forget, we copied this class note from another source, so which gives us that particular place where we copied it from. All those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are citation markers. So it's asking us to remove them because they are not really necessary. So that's one way to use Gemini for your grammatical corrections and all those things. Another way you can use Gemini is this. You can use your Gemini tool, that is your AI tool in your writing, is this. Let's assume I am writing something like, okay, let's assume I want to write, maybe I want to develop maybe two multiple choice questions right inside this place without going to Gemini. I want to do it right inside this place. So I can just come to another paragraph here, click on this pencil sign, help me write, and then type what I want to achieve. So as soon as I click help me write, it will bring out this thing. So I can say something like this, add to, maybe I'm trying to put in questions for myself. So add two multiple choice questions based on the lesson on photosynthesis. And then you click on create. So it will generate two multiple choice questions for me based on the lesson. And then I can now insert it. Just click on insert. So you can see automatically it has been added to my notes. That's it. So everything, almost everything you can do on the Gemini app, you can actually do it inside your document here. So let's assume I want to write a letter to my to my lecturer or something about, or anything, or maybe to the lecturer that is teaching on photosynthesis on something I did not understand or anything like that. I can ask Gemini to help me to write it. So I can say something like, okay, write a letter to, or give me a draft letter that I can submit to my biology teacher to request for past questions of previous academic sections, so as to prepare ahead for the exams or something like that. So that's what I want. I will ask Gemini to create it. So right inside this document, Gemini will draft the letter for me. So to who? So I can put the person I want to put it here. To the first person, CC, the people I want to copy, then I will insert it. So in here, you can see the letter. Then on your home, you can now edit it. So there, you put the teacher's name. I hope this email finds you well. My name is, you put your name. I am a student in your biology class. Mention the class period or specific course if applicable. So as the something approaches, I am keen to prepare thoroughly and I ensure I have a comprehensive understanding of the course material. So to aid my preparation, I was wondering if it will be possible to get access to past questions from previous academic sections. Then you have the other part of the letter and yours sincerely, your name, and so. So that is how to use Gemini in your Google Docs, okay? Let's go to Google Slides. To save my time, let me do Google Slides. We've done Google Docs. For your Gmail, no, I won't do Gmail tonight because of my time. So let's just do Google Slides. That's another thing we might need as students. So you might have to create presentations sometimes. So let's go to Google Slides. So to access Google Slide, just follow the method I showed you by opening a new Chrome tab and go to your Google Apps, or you use the link I'm going to send now, docs.google.com/presentation. That's how to access the Google Slide. So let me add that to this place. Can you use it to create a CV from scratch? Yes, you can. So what you will just do is for you to be able to get your CV to really to be well structured. So you will need to provide some context, okay? If you follow our previous AI classes, we treated how to write a prompt. So for you to be able to use it to write your CV, you need to add context to your prompt. So you need to add something like the courses, the schools you have attended, the job experience you have, all those things that need to be in your CV. you will have, so basically you want to firstly have your own personal draft. Then you now upload the personal draft and ask the AI tool now to help you to package it very well and structure it very well. At least you must give the AI to something to start with. You understand? Because the AI does not know you. You are the one that knows yourself. So you are the one that you have to be on the leading side. So you lead the AI to give you the right answers. Okay, let's proceed. So now we are in AI. We are in Google Slide. Why did I say AI slide? So we are in Google Slide. So let's click on blank presentation. So I want to do a presentation on photosynthesis. Let's assume that's the presentation I want to do. And I can bring, so I will just come here. I will type my title. The title of my presentation is photosynthesis. Okay, then by Ifeoluwa Akintaro, something like that. Okay, then before I go into the lesson, I want to use AI now to generate. So let me delete this. Sorry, I will not be teaching you how to use Google Slide in this lecture. My goal is not to teach you how to use Google Slide. So I want to use AI to generate illustration that has to do with photosynthesis as I start my presentation. Okay, so I will come here. You can see by the right hand side, just come to the right hand side, you will see Gemini. So see what Gemini can do. That one is not, we are not bothering ourselves with this for now. So Gemini can help you to generate that image right in this slide. So you can click on generate image. Just look at where my mouse is now. You can see generate an image. So just click on it and then type in what you want. So you can say something like an illustration of photosynthesis. So you are the one that knows what you are trying to present. So how do you want it? Do you want it in square format, in wide format, or tall format? So I want it in wide format. Then click on create. So it will use the Gemini capability of creating image to generate your image for you right here in the slide. So it's currently working on that. So let's wait for that to be done. Okay. So we have some responses here. So you have like four responses. If you look at it here, you will see it's 4 responses. Let me be sure that we are seeing it. Okay, yes. So at the lower right-hand side, you can see the responses. So thank you for staying up to this moment. For people that started with us, we've already spent close to 1 hour now. We've spent more than 1 hour, sorry. So thank you for staying up to this time. We will soon close. So let me use the one that, let me just use this. So I'll pick this. This is what I want. And you can see it shows right here on my screen. Then I can just click insert. So it will insert it into my slide, and then I can adjust it by myself. Okay, just wait. Sorry, it's loading. Okay, let's expand it so that it can fit into our slide very well. Okay, and then you bring it down a little. Okay, good. So now you have your image generating you have been able to generate an illustration that has to do with photosynthesis right into your slide. So now we can click on, just look at my left-hand side, the top left-hand side of your slide. Instead of creating a new slide by clicking the plus sign, you can use AI to create the new slide. So what you will do is click on that icon that is showing help me create a slide. Just click on it. And then just wait a little. So by the right hand side, it will bring out this option. The lower part of your right hand side, just look at that. So it's bringing, create a slide about buying an electric vehicle. That's not what we want. So create a slide about the process of photosynthesis. That's the next thing I want. So create a slide about the process of photosynthesis. If there is something like that, I don't know. But I think there is something like that. The process of photosynthesis. Okay. Then you press enter to send it. And then it will start generating that slide for you by your right hand side. So have we learned one or two things so far? While we wait for that to generate, what have you learned today? Have you learned one or two things? Okay, so here you go. You can see photosynthesis process. Okay, so photosynthesis converts light energy into chemical energy. Plants using sunlight, water. So on its own, it generates the slides for you. So you are just asking it what you want it to do. So if you want it to retry, you do it. If you want to insert it, you just click on insert. And it will insert it into another slide for you. That's your third slide. So it's very easy. You can see it gives you the text and the image together. So if you want to continue with that, just click on create slide for me again and put your prompt and it will create the slide for you. So that's how to use your AI tool inside Google Slide. And lastly for tonight, because I want to stop by 9:30. So lastly for tonight, let's go to video generation. So this is the big one, video generation. So for all of us that are on the student plan, you have 1,000 credits to generate videos. Now for students, basically you want to use your video generation to help you in visualizing things and to bring your ideas to reality, okay? So if there are things you have in thoughts that you want to see it in motion. So maybe they tell you that in the 16th century, maybe there is something that is called the Egyptian pyramid. And you want to know how the Egyptian pyramid actually looks like. What are the things that makes the Egyptian pyramid to... You can generate a video of that. Do we get it? So anything you have in your mind, any idea you have in your mind, you can use Google video generation tools to achieve that. So to do that, you can access what we call VO3, True Flow. You can access it through Flow. You can also access it through Gemini. So I'm going to show you the two parts now. So the first part is to access the video generation tool through what we call Flow. So let me add the link to our chat section now. So if after this class you miss any of these links, you can ask in the community group. Our community manager will send those links to you. So I just shared the link for the page I'm showing to us now, the flow that I'm showing to us now. I just shared the link now. Then that is one way of accessing VO3. Then another way to access VO3 is through Gemini. So you can go to Gemini and then click on New Chats on Gemini. Click on Tools and you will see Create Videos with VO. Create videos with VO. And then you describe your video and you'll be able to generate your video. Okay, but the challenge with that is you have limited number of video generation when you go through Gemini. All right, but when you go through the Flow network, you have your credits. Okay, so to see your credits, just click on your profile at the top right hand side and you will see the number of credits you have. For my own subscription, I have 200 AI credits. For people on free subscription, I think they have 100 AI credits. For those of us that are on Student Pro subscription, you have 1,000 AI credits. Now, the way the credit system works is for every video you generate, you will be using 20 credits, okay? So if you generate one video, you use 20 credits. So that one video is about 8 seconds. And I think you can increase it more now. You can extend the number of duration. So let's start. So I'm going to be using Flow. I won't be using the Gemini option. I'm using Flow directly. So when you get to Flow, sign in with your account and you will find yourself in something similar to this. The only reason why you are seeing this particular image here is because this is a past video I have created, okay? You might not see this if you have not created anything. So to start, just click on New Projects. So I've clicked on New Projects and it's currently loading. So I want someone to give me an idea of something we want to generate. So somebody should give me an idea of something we want to generate. So basically, there are many ways you can achieve your video. You can do text to video. You can do frames to video. You can do ingredients to video. So text to video is you are typing your text prompt to generate the video. Frames to video is you have images, the beginning images and the end images that you are bringing together to help you in creating the video. So that helps when you want to maintain a kind of consistency in your video. So you can use frames to video. Ingredients to video is if you have different items you want to bring into your video, like images, like illustrations, to help you to generate your video. But for tonight, I've just focused on text to video. So I'm assuming I have something in my head and I want to see it in real life. I want to see the video illustration of it. So somebody should give me an idea. What do you have in your head that you want to see in reality? Somebody should give us an idea. Let's be faster. Something you have in your head, maybe you just want to see that thing in reality. You can use Vue for many use cases. If you are running business, you can use it for your marketing ads and all those things. But as students, what do you think you can do with video creation? If you don't talk now, I will just use my own idea. Anybody? Nobody's talking, right? So let me use my own idea. So my own idea is, I'm assuming I just did history class and we just learned about the ancient Egypt culture, okay? So I want to just have a feel of how the ancient Egypt environment looks like and to show me their dressing, their pyramids. Basically, I just want to have a feeling of the ancient Egypt culture and environment, okay? That's the idea based on the history class I just finished. So let me use VO3 to generate something relating to that. So now, to write my test, it's just an idea that I have in my head. I want to get the prompt to be very good. So you can click this edit button and okay, let's firstly enter a prompt before we do that. So let me put in my idea into the prompt. So the idea is this, create a video, or I can just say a video of an ancient Egyptian culture and environment. Ancient Egyptian culture and environment, showing their dressing, the pyramids,
And their food.
and their food, okay? And their food, okay? Good. So any other thing that comes in, hey, my battery is running down. My system has alerted me that your battery is going. Okay, don't worry. I will still be able to generate the video before it finishes. All right, so let's expand on that prompt. You can make it cinematic by clicking the plus sign you have here. Just click cinematic. It will help you to expand your prompt, make it more cinematic. So you can see this, a slow continuous push in on central figure in traditional attire standing before a partially visible pyramid base. So AI has helped you to add more effects to your prompts. Okay, all these things are added to it by AI based on what I have just written. Then let's just send it like that. I'm okay with that. So now, I have made a mistake. I've used, so there is something I ought to have done. I will have clicked on these aspects and change my output to 1, okay? So that I won't be using too much of my credits. Then you can pick your model. Obviously, just leave it as Veo 3 first. That's the best one. Here we go. So now you can, you can play the video right from here, but because of this, this thing that is covering the video, I will just click on download first. Let's see this second one. Or let me see if I can click on full screen. Okay, I think that's good. Let me check if we are seeing it. Beautiful, we are seeing it. You are not seeing my shared screen. What can be the reason for that? Can any other person see my shared screen, or all of us cannot see the shared screen?
I can see it, sir.
Okay, you can see it.
I can
Emmanuel
see
also.
it, yes.
Okay, so Favor, just reload your Google Meet. Okay, you're seeing it now. Beautiful. Okay, Damilare cannot see it. Just reload. You can try to reload or wait a little. Sometimes it can be due to network delay. Okay, so this is the video we generated using the prompts we created the other time. So let me play it. Let's hear what we have here. We actually did not ask it to talk. We just want to have a feel of the ancient Egyptian culture. So it can drag a little because of the internet strength and all those things. Okay, to make it easier for us, let me just download it and then I will play. Let me quit this. So that's the video. It's showing you the food. You know, we asked for the food, the pyramid, their dressing, their culture. So this is giving us a feel of the ancient Egyptian culture. So almost everything we asked for is here. And you can see the quality of the video that was generated. I love this. So you can join this with, you know, when you are creating videos, you create videos scene by scene. So you can join this with other scenes and make a whole video out of it, something like that. So now let's continue. Can we generate something else? Somebody should give us an idea of something you want us to generate or a video you want us to create. Anybody? Give us an idea of a video you want us to create. And we do it now. Anybody? Somebody should talk now. Why? You want to make me alone to be talking? Give us an idea of something you want us to generate. Steps on how to cook fried rice. So this is the second video. Let me replay it. Okay. So somebody say we should generate a video on how to cook fried rice. I don't know what you want to. What's this? Stop playing, Joe. Okay. A video, an explainer video on how to cook fried rice. That's a very funny one. Okay. Okay, an explainer video of how to cook fried rice with a character. So the character with a character that's a young. So let's describe the character a little. A young African chef, a young African female chef. Okay, a young African female chef with, let's describe her hairstyle with what's the common hairstyle? With braided hairstyle or something like that. So you can describe the person as much as you want. Let me just put it in the bracket. Okay. With a character, a young African female chef with braided hairstyle. Okay. Teaching the steps. Teaching the steps. So now let's use AI to make this prompt to be better. Okay. So this is how far we can use our head to write. So let's use AI to expand on it. So just click this pencil sign, and then you can pick any of these expander. Okay. Do you want it to sound cinematic? Do you want it to look like film noir or action figure or something like that? Or you can create new expander by describing the content. Okay, so if you want to describe the expander on yourself, you can put it here. Or you enter the name, then you will put the name there. Okay, so but we don't want to do that now. So let's just use something out of this. So let's try cinematic first. Let's see what we get. So the scene is here. Let me read it for us. A young African female chef, brightly lit in a professional kitchen setting, execute a quick expert stir-fry motion in a wok, focusing on the vibrant texture of the fried rice. The subject is a young African female with neatly braided hair, wearing a clean white chef. That's the visuals. It continues like that. And we get the camera angle, the music, and so on. Okay, and then you click on this part, then change your output to 1. I need just 1. I don't want to use up all my AI credits. So for every credit you generate, you have 20 credits. Okay, and then you can add what you want the lady to say. Okay. You can add it to your prompt, but I don't want to do that now. Let me just create that because of my time. Just click on send. So now it will start working on your audio. So let's wait for that to generate, and then we are done for tonight. So we can continue in any other day. Okay, a video about the Biafran War. I'm just saying that now. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, we can do something relating to that if the AI has a data in that line, because that's another thing. AI tools are powered by data. So if it has that record, obviously it will give you a video in relation to that. So in one of our AI training, we create a special day that we use for just video generation. Okay, so you can come up with your ideas and we are going to use it for that day. So maybe let's see what will happen next week or in 2 weeks' time. we can create a day to learn about video generation. So let's just stop here today. As soon as this is done, we close for today. Okay, our video has been generated. Let me download it by clicking this and click on original size. So let's wait for it to download. So as soon as that's downloaded, I will play it for us. Just wait for me to do that. So the download has finished. I'm going to open this. Okay, you will hear it now. So the person that asked for explainer video on fried rice, here you go. Have your video now. Let me play it. Let's see the wonders of AI. In fact, this one are fried rice. Now fry pan.
Now, always keep that rice moving.
Okay, so because we did not give it in our prompt, there is a way you can actually write what you want the character to be saying. So you can put in your fried rice steps, okay? And you can say something like,
The time of the video like 30 seconds, make it 30-second video.
okay, good. That's a good question. To make it 30-second video, you need to, video 3, basically, it will create 8 seconds video for you. So what you will now do is, you will break down your scenes. You will break it, so you will divide 30 seconds by 8. So you break down your video. You can't get the whole 30 seconds at once. So you break it down into 8 seconds each. Then you can now join them together. So how many words can the AI say in 8 seconds? So you have to factor that in. So you try your first prompt. Basically, when we come to do video generation, I will teach you how you can fit in your words into each of these 8 seconds. So, but that's good. You can't generate 8 seconds for now, but you can find a way around it. I don't know if this is fried rice. Does this look like fried rice?
Now, always keep that rice moving.
Is that even looking like fried rice? It is well. So, Favor, enjoy your fried rice. That's the fried rice you asked for. She's frying the fried rice. Hey, you are the one that asked for fried rice now. You asked for fried rice and he's frying it. What else do you want? Okay, let's check the work we did on Notebook LM. Let's see if the audio generation is ready. Let me see. I think we have worked on the audio. Okay, yes, the audio generation is ready. So this is the business model study that we did, and we asked it to generate an audio podcast for us. So by the lower right-hand corner, you can see it here. You can just play it, and it will start. Just wait some seconds.
Okay, let's dive in. You know, when the pressure is really on defining a new product, maybe entering a new market, or just trying to justify your strategy, people often reach for these huge, complicated documents.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear what's playing? Let me confirm before I continue. Are you hearing what I'm playing? Okay, you can hear it. Okay, beautiful. So let's hear the podcast now. The podcast, sorry.
Yeah, the classic 50-page business plan, full of forecasts, appendices. It can be overwhelming.
Exactly. But then you look at some really successful innovators like Intel or MasterCard, and you find they often kick things off with something much simpler, a tool that fits on just one page.
That's the Business Model Canvas, the BMC. It's a strategic management template, really useful for, well, both mapping out brand new business ideas and for checking up on existing ones.
Where it's basically a visual chart with 9 key building blocks.
And the aim of this deep dive for you listening is to get comfortable with those 9 blocks pretty quickly. But more than that, it's about understanding how this one-page thing works as a kind of diagnostic tool.
So you can see it's bringing it to you like a conversation between two people. Okay, so I want to download it, then I will send it to the community. You can go and hear it. So that is a podcast made out of your what? Your study on business model canvas. And all the sources are directly from your what? Your own sources. So AI has helped you to fine-tune it in such a way that you can listen to it like a podcast, like a radio conversation, which is very nice. In fact, I'm enjoying it more than just taking time and be reading and reading and reading. So you can do that for your class notes, your school notes. It's a very powerful tool. Like, don't joke with it. It's a very powerful tool. So I will download it and I will send the audio to us in the community. You can also create video overview from it. So just click on video. Oh, sorry, I will have edited it before I create it so that we can. Okay, let me see if I can do that. So you click on the pencil sign. So explainer, so you choose your style. You can use auto select, classic, whiteboard, watercolor. So I prefer whiteboard. So it should focus on business model canvas in the same way we created the audio one. So just, it should focus on business model canvas and it should be in explainer manner, using whiteboard manner. Then you click on generate and then it will start generating for you in the background. So you can see this might take a while. You allow it to generate the same way it took us some time for the audio to generate, you remember? So that's what will happen also. So when the video is done, I will send it to the community. You will see it also. Thank you for joining us tonight. I know it has been a while. This is 10 o'clock already. So let me release us. And for people that are here, that are in Owerri, how many minutes will the Gemini take to produce the videos? Sometimes, basically within 1 to 2 minutes, your video is ready. So VO3 is very fast. So sometimes it might not even take 1 minute sometimes. You can see the video we generated now. We generated it in seconds, okay? Okay, Favor is not in the community. All right. Our community manager will reach out to you. You'll be able to join, okay? Any other person that's not in the community here, just reach out to me through WhatsApp. I will connect you with our community manager. You will be able to join. Okay, Stephanie also is not there. All right. Just reach out to me on WhatsApp. I will add you all. Then for people in Owerri, we do have physical AI class every Saturday from 12 o'clock to 2 p.m. So if you want to join us, we hold the class every Saturday at Baptist Group of School. So just come to the ICT department or the ICT office by 12 p.m. That's where we have our physical AI class every weekend. So thank you for joining us and do have a beautiful weekend ahead. If you have any question, just ask in the community and we will answer your questions. So thank you and we are glad to have you tonight. Do have a beautiful night rest. God bless you. Good night.
Don't worry, Favor, I'll send you the link to join the community.
It's okay.